Yeah, man. Can we talk about Marvel? Can we talk about
Yeah,
Disney?
because it seems to me like we probably have different opinions. Though my opinion isn't necessarily super strong here.
Right.
Mhm.
So Marvel and Disney strikes a deal with Stan Lee's likeness. Um, I feel a way towards this because they did the same thing with other artists who have passed, and I don't know how they're going to use it, but I don't like it. Um, they did the same with Prince with his work, and maybe it's because I'm for the artist at all times, no matter what, be it a creator, a writer, musician. I am always pro them first than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Prince hated Prince wanted you to pay for his projects. Prince wanted you to make that investment. He did not put any of his stuff on any of these streaming platforms. As soon as he passed,
It was on.
it was on. They put all his stuff everywhere, and you can stream it for free. And Prince is highly against that. Another thing, I believe, was the creator of SpongeBob. They continue the series.
Yeah,
They continue the series. I believe after his passing,
milking,
milking
milking. Oh, gosh.
milking the absolute hell out of it. And I don't think that's respectful. Like, though, you know what I'm saying, it was a great time to have that. Once the originator has passed, if it's not within their will or anything of that nature, please don't be greedy pigs and take that, because
Yeah,
that's not good.
yeah, and I mean, to be clear, there are ways to do it. Like, because it's not like he alone made the show. Like, he
Right.
has a team, and if his team is there and the vision is respected, like, by all means, continue on and carry the torch and pass the torch even. But, what they're doing with, like, SpongeBob now is even insane. Hey, look at that. Lexi Wexy, first time in chat. SpongeBob episodes haven't been the same since his passing. Welcome.
You can tell. You can absolutely
Lexi,
tell.
welcome to the chat.
You know what I'm saying? Lady G with her. Lady G always got her people signed through, and I love that. Greg, you know what that means about our people? They hate us.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, definitely.
no.
But you
That
know
don't
what?
mean your people hate you. No.
But you know what? We're gonna stop at SpongeBob for a second because I think it's time that we go ahead and give away some gift cards today.
Absolutely.
So, first and foremost, here, just so you guys know that this month is May. This is the month of the Blerd Lines podcast May gift card giveaway. Why is there so many May and gift card giveaway? Because it rhymes, and I thought it was fun, so that's what we went with. With that being said, first and foremost, T. Will the Don has taken all the money because literally the rest of y'all are not committing to the bit. I guess I don't know, but my guy T Will the Don, he took that password of golden. He slid into to our comments over on YouTube. He is subscribed. He is tuned in, and he dropped that password. So you know what that means? He put a P next to that password. T Will the Don. Look out in your Twitter DMs here in the next couple minutes. We will be sending you another gift card for PlayStation. So thank you so much for being, a loyal viewer, follower, friend, commenter, conversationist. We appreciate you, bro. Like we really do. So thank you so much. We'll get that out to you here before shows end. And I'm feeling the giving spirit today as well. I've got an Xbox gift card.
Ooh.
If you are in the mood and you need an Xbox gift card in your life, please drop a gang in the
Yeah, I
chat.
gotta put that in there.
Let's see who's gonna get to it first. Gang in the chat for a Xbox gift card.
Absolutely. Nice to meet you too, Lexi.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Lexi is just gonna be quick enough since she's already here and she's new. Like, ooh, I like Xbox stuff.
And I am Juice. I was while we wait for someone to post in the chat.
Look at her. Look at her.
Oh wow,
Look,
that was quick.
Hey, all right. So Lexi, what you need to do in order to look, I am Juice. You just missed it,
Like
bro.
just literally.
Just missed it. So hey, so look, this is what we'll do, because we've only got one more episode in May, and we did skip an episode. I'm going to give one more gift card away later on the show, so make sure you stay tuned. But Lexi, what you need to do in order to get your Xbox gift card, go ahead and slide into my DMs on Twitter. You can follow me at DadPadGaming. So just make sure you follow me, and let it be known who you are. Hey, this is Lexi. Give me that cash, and I will shoot you the digital code for your gift card as soon as I look back at my phone and get that taken care of.
Lexi, I want you to slide in his DMs like a pimp. Put your hands up and show where my money at.
Like, hey man, where my money
Where
at?
my money at? Where my money at?
Big Stewie energy. You know what I'm saying?
You got until so and so time to get my money together, and if it ain't here by this time, we gonna have a problem. And then send the Stewie picture with him holding some yak, so you know it's real.
You know what I'm saying? So we out here. So again, thank you so much. Please give us a like, give us a follow. Follow our social networks over at the Blerd Line Podcast link tree there, so that way you can stay in tune with all of our shenanigans, whether it's a live stream, shenanigans on Twitter. Because sometimes me and Nick like to annoy each other on Twitter just for shits and giggles. So you never know what's gonna happen. But definitely, back to the Marvel thing, man.
Back to the Marvel thing. So I am Juice. I wanted to go ahead and address your comment about Doctor Strange being mid. It is not called the Multiverse of Madness. It is called Wanda and Black Force Energy. That is the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That is the movie. That's it. That's the movie.
So,
But you gotta understand, Wanda is creating that Multiverse of Madness because y'all broke her. Marvel, you broke Wanda.
No, they did not break Wanda at all. Wanda is exactly the way she should have been. And this is the thing. Like, so I'm gonna be direct and honest here, because the reason that Multiverse of Madness has stirred the pot with so many people is, one, a lot of people don't understand that the Scarlet Witch is honestly and truly one of the strongest people in Marvel Comics.
Period.
Like she is absolutely like top. Well, I'm gonna say there's like thousands of characters, but she's absolutely like top 20, 30 characters in the Marvel Comics universe. Period. And then on top of that as well, a lot of people were expecting that the clouds were going to part and Goku, Batman, and Superman were going to come out of the sky and fight against Darkseid to save the world so that the X-Men could come in. And for those people, like, all I can really say is, like, you have to check your expectations. Like, I went into the movie expecting nothing, and I absolutely enjoyed it. Was it the best Marvel movie? No. I maybe give it like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. But, I mean, it was definitely better than, like, your low tier Marvel movies. I put it somewhere maybe mid tier.
I get it. I give it because it did the horror aspect, because there was a lot of good horror elements in there, and it wasn't your regular Marvel movie formula. Because once Wanda pulled up, after she said a particular line, that's who she was for the entire movie. And to have that type of pressure, so when Jason is on his Jason time, or Michael Myers, and he's on pressure, he don't let up. You know what I'm saying? And that was her. Because I don't want to spoil anything. I don't know if anyone's seen it or anything like that. But that was the movie. And I respect him for that. Doctor Strange moments was cool. I do have some gripes. I believe Marvel needs to take their time, because simply some of the CGI isn't as smooth as it used to be. I know Iron Man's CGI was phenomenal, still holds up to this date. But I digress. It's a good movie. You should check it out. Because Black Force Energy, I definitely bought me a pair after that. And I said, I'm gonna dress up like Wanda. And I had on black Dickies.
So
Black
I gotta
T-shirt.
correct you again, man, because I think I said this last week, but this is beyond Black Force Energy. Anybody that remembers those black on black 2 for 89.99 black felines, the high top. This is absolutely black feli energy. Like just like if you've not seen the movie yet, go watch it. We don't want to spoil it just yet, but like for anyone who watched, especially Endgame and Infinity War and was confused, like why is Wanda just rolling over and letting this happen? This movie is dedicated to you. Okay.
I just wanna quote her clip from the movie clip. She said, "You break the rules, you're the hero. I break the rules, I'm the enemy."
How
Wanda, I
hypo-
was like,
how hypocritical is that? Whew.
yeah.
But Lady Gaga, I want to go.
Six.
I want to go a bit further. She said, if you give me what I want, you will remain as Wanda. If not, I'm pulling up as Scarlet Witch. I'm like, oh.
Oh, oh,
She said,
what?
bars, Nick, bars.
I did not hear that part. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's when.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk after stream because when she said that, I was like, ooh, Wanda, talk dirty to me, talk dirty to me. But again, so we can get back. Great. What is your? I want to know both you guys' takes on how Marvel is going to use Stan Lee's likeness because again, it's for me. There should have been more of a passing of the torch. I love Stan Lee cameos in all the movies. A good replacement, I think, will be phenomenal. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, pulling up and randomly.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds does no wrong to me.
Yeah, Lady Gunner, I'll let you go first here on your opinions on this deal here.
Oh, just like the Prince thing. I feel like Stanley probably would have wanted it because he loved his fans, but I feel like there's nothing in his will that says it. No family members that's like, oh yeah, okay, go ahead. Stan would have wanted this. So I'm kind of just like, I'm not with it because every time I see it, I'm be like, dang, this man dead, and y'all just got him propped up in a movie, or like that's not even Stan Lee. Y'all just put out a copycat. Like that's like somebody trying to make Black Panther and replace it and be like, oh, this would be like the new Chadwick Boseman. Like, no, bro, I'm totally like against it. Like he said, Deadpool or Spider Man popping up and scooping somebody up and like, oh, you're okay, like totally fine with that.
Yeah, yeah, definitely so. So, I'm not mad at those opinions. However, I'm actually on the opposite of you guys this time.
Of course.
Um, this is but I have good reason because this is something that Stan Lee literally did up until the time that he could not do anymore. Like we saw him as a healthy old man, we saw him as a sick old man, still wanting to be here, still communicating with his audience and his fans, and still popping up in these movies. Like the cameos are a part of him and his legacy. So for me, I feel like because I did read somewhere that the family is okay with it because the family is more or less in charge of his estate.
Hmm.
Um, so the family approves it. It's not like when Stanley died, he was at odds with Marvel and Disney. He was a willing participant in these cameos. Um, and like I think it would be a bigger issue for me if it was like, all right, we're gonna make a Stan Lee movie and we're gonna use Stan Lee's like a deep fake Stan Lee for the movie, or Stan Lee is gonna be a main character. In that point, I feel like you guys would be pretty much exploiting his memory for money because you're making a story, a movie based on him and trying to sell him. But as we've seen now, we've gotten like 5 or 6 Marvel movies without Stan Lee in them, and they still sell the same. It's not like anyone ever goes to the movie theaters to say, man, I'm only here for the Stan Lee cameo. People are here for the movies, and the Stan Lee cameo is just the cherry on top. So, like, for that reason, I'm okay with it. I don't really feel like it's exploitative in this particular instance. But what does concern me in this particular instance is they have the agreement says that it's for 20 years and they can use his likeness as Disney and Marvel sees fit. So right now, we've got we've got Kevin Feige in charge of Marvel Studios, and he's doing a wonderful job, and he respects the source material. He understands and he loves the fans and the source material. I fear what may happen one day when Kevin Feige is not in control and someone else comes in during this 20-year period, and maybe they don't have the same respect and love. So I'm okay with it today, but I am extremely fearful of what could happen in the future if we get someone who just doesn't care as much. So
Right, and I have to correct you because behind the scenes, the whole standpoint of Stan Lee and his love, it was a love hate relationship with some of the people in his family and the estate that's being handled from his healthcare standpoint. Because a lot of it's rumored to have it that Stan Lee was going through it during his time of his final days here. So there's that we have to think of, and then we all
And
know.
then did he sue one of the companies? Like
I'm
no, so I think what you're referring to is uh, Disney technically had to press charges against the Stan Lee's family, and it wasn't like an aggressive suit. But what happens is, like, when you have like ownership of like licensing and such, it only lasts so long before it defaults back to the estate and the owners. So it was more like a legal formality where it's like, hey, we're pressing charges to get the stuff. In turn, we're going to give you money. So it was like a big news story for absolutely no reason. It all got handled behind the scenes, and everything just continued on as is. But I do know that there was like some beef between like Stan Lee and some of his family members before he had left, because he felt like some of them were exploiting him. So
it's
it's to gauge it all though.
right, and my thing is, like I said, I'm always for the artists. Yes, Stan Lee was definitely for his fan base. He loved what he created. His favorite is clearly, I mean, his number one go-to guy, Spider-Man, and what he represented. So there is that. And again, I don't have a problem with it. I just prefer a good passing of the mantle for someone who can carry it in a respectable way, who I believe wouldn't mind making cameos, and I believe that's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, absolutely.
Ryan Reynolds is literally a good guy for it to carry on. But I know he has different projects and stuff he wants to focus on, so this is not something that, if he doesn't want to do it, there's no worry. But that was something I would love to see. Deadpool pulling up, and the respectable F-bomb every random movie. Who doesn't
Yeah.
want to see a random Deadpool just say fuck? I would.
Yeah, that actually would be very hilarious if
so they
he
actually
popped
have
up
they
and
have
did that.
Ryan Reynolds like, something explodes and he be like, you know, actually doing like a Stanley cameo.
You know what I'm saying? Or like randomly pulling. Like one cameo that needs to happen is just Deadpool running up behind Spider-Man and giving him the most uncomfortable hug. I will find
Not
endless
not
joy.
even saying nothing, just hugging him and then running off giggling. I
Giggling.
would,
That will make a movie go from a 7 to a 10.
yeah.
That moment alone.
Or could you imagine, like, maybe, Spider-Man always has a superhero landing. If maybe we see at a distance Spider-Man jump off of a building into a superhero landing, and then as we get down to the cut of the landing, we realize it's Deadpool, and then he just kind of, looks at
But
us
I
for
was
a
Spider
second.
Man, didn't
Right.
Right. I will instantly be like,
Yeah.
my heart is
Yeah, that'd be
insane now.
hilarious.
So
But
let everyone in the chat, let us know how you feel about your Disney and Marvel using Stan Lee's likeness. Let us know your opinion about that in the chat. And